Hi everyone, and thank you for dropping into TNT. We'll try and bring you up to date with all the main news stories around Thailand today, the start of a brand new month, and it's Wednesday, the 1st of November. Quite a few interesting stories to get through today. We'll start with this one. ThaiPBSWorld.com reporting visa-free visits for tourists from India and Taiwan from November the 10th. So we can add these to recently. We've had China and Kazakhstan added to the visa waiver. And the Cabinet agreed yesterday to exempt tourists from India and Taiwan from requiring an entry visit to stay in Thailand for up to 30 days. And that'll be effective from November the 10th until May the 10th. And it says currently arrivals from 59 countries can enter Thailand without an entry visa. I thought it was up around 68 or 70. I've seen lists of that length, but maybe they're a bit out of date. A few seem to have dropped off the map. Recently, the Cabinet agreed to grant visa exemption for tourists from China and Kazakhstan for a temporary period to boost tourism during the final quarter of this year. It says about 25% of India's 1.4 billion population are considered middle class, and about 1.26 million Indians visited Thailand during the first 9 months of this year, and expected to reach about 1.55 million by the end of the year. And it's estimated that about 700,000 Taiwanese will have visited Thailand by the end of the year. That compares to 780,000 arrivals back in 2019 before COVID-19. And nearly 1 million Russian tourists have arrived in Thailand since the beginning of this year. And Russian visitors have had visa-free travel in Thailand for many, many years. Let's see if we can find out any more about that from nationthailand.com. No visa fees for Taiwanese Indian tourists from November the 10th. And before the Cabinet approved the visa waiver, the TAT governor said the government was looking at ways of making it easier for foreign tourists to travel. And this includes air travel measures like visa exemption and land border checkpoints. And speaking about the visa-free policy applicable to Chinese tourists, the Prime Minister said the government's looking to see if the exemption can be made permanent. And there are additional plans to make things easier for Malaysians entering Thailand through one of the southern borders, and this special arrangement will waive the requirement of filling out immigration forms. And they were so excited about those two paragraphs, they decided to repeat them at the bottom of the page. I think when it comes to visas, arriving in different countries, the paperwork, the visas, the passport control, we understand all that needs to happen, but getting rid of any layers of paperwork I think would be appreciated by everybody. Now, I also note that there's been some changes in the wind for closing times, but maybe Pattaya is going to be left out. And the PattayaNews.com says Thai government moves forward with extending nightlife hours in some areas. Pattaya may be left out of the trial. And Aniton Sharvidakun, the Deputy PM, revealed to Thai media an extension of the opening hours of entertainment venues in certain tourist locations to stimulate tourism during the high season. And further discussion by the Thai Cabinet and Ministry of the Interior will be concluded by December the 15th. That's a few weeks off, not going to give people much time to get organised. The entertainment district in certain tourist areas to be determined will extend their service to 4 a.m. and the announcement will be made before the New Year holiday as one of the Thai government's policies for the new PM. And Aniton added that the rule shall be followed strictly without fail. No DUIs, no firearms, no illicit substances, no services provided to those under 20 years of age. Oh, no fun. And Aniton emphasised that the tourist areas in 3 provinces, Chiang Mai, Phuket and Bangkok, as pilot provinces before making any new announcements, and it was unclear if Pattaya, one of the largest nightlife areas in the country, would be potentially left out of the trial, as Aniton did not specifically name the popular tourist destination. Well, there's 2 ways of looking at that. One, Pattaya may have genuinely been left out of the list, or maybe there's an understanding that a lot of those venues are already open until 4 a.m. And the final zones, locations and times are not yet set in stone, Anderton stressed, and would be deliberated before December the 15th. This means that Pattaya, Koh Samui, Koh Phangan and other areas could still be included. Well, while Pattaya seems to be left out in the initial list, one little area that's quite happy is Phuket. And Phuket officials told to prepare for 4 a.m. closing. This reported in the PhuketNews.com. And it says the Phuket governor has ordered local officials to prepare to allow local nightlife venues on the island to remain open until 4 a.m. And the order came at a meeting at the Phuket Provincial Hall on Monday. Officials were ordered to investigate the zones, that is, the exact areas where the 4 a.m. closing will come into effect. Might surprise many of you that Patong, for example, where a lot of this nightlife happens, is only about 3% of the total Phuket landmass. And for Phuket officials, the clock is ticking. The Deputy PM, Anderton Sharvidakun, who's also the Interior Minister, late yesterday announced in Bangkok that the late closing will be in effect in time for the New Year holiday period. And this time the Cabinet has approved a 4-day holiday for the New Year starting on December the 29th. And Anderton says it will be gradually implemented across the country, starting with the provinces which are popular with tourists, such as Bangkok, Chiang Mai and Phuket. And a local businessman, Prap Keeson, who's the owner of the Persona Group, praised the move to finally allow late trading for nightlife venues. He said, "We are pleased to support and are fully ready to support the extension of the opening hours of entertainment venues until 4 a.m. and call on the government to look at the reality of the context of foreign tourists' access to services in Phuket. It will definitely help the economy. When the potential of late trading is increased, we have more time to make more money. More taxes will be collected. More people will have employment and more people will have more confidence in committing to investment and the economy." And Prupp was doing so well, pushing the case for later closing times until he got to this. He noted that it will actually help to improve safety for tourists in the town. When entertainment venues close at midnight or 1 a.m, tourists will buy drinks at convenience stores and then sit and eat and drink on the beach. This creates a risk of crime and even increases the risk of tourists drowning at night. And exactly how many tourists who have gone to 7-Eleven and bought a drink and sat on Patong Beach have drowned? 0. Wednesday's TNT, and I just wanted to announce that from today we're going to be publishing the program just a little bit later. We try and get it out around about 9 a.m. Thai time each day, but we're pushing that forward by 1 hour, so it'll come out around about 10 a.m. each day. Not exactly 10, because it just depends on how fast I can get the program edited, but I'm just shuffling everything forward for an hour for purely selfish reasons so that I can get an hour back in the morning to maybe go for a walk or have some breakfast. All those things have to wait at the moment until I finish the program. So in the future, it'll be coming out about an hour later, around about 10 a.m. in the morning. We'll go to this story in nationthailand.com, and Cabinet offers 50,000 baht plus soft loans to encourage Thais to leave Israel. The Prime Minister said the Cabinet has decided to use a cash incentive to try and convince Thai workers to return home now that the clash between Israel and Hamas has intensified. The Premier said that the Thai embassy in Tel Aviv has reported that both ground operations and aerial bombing has expanded. And the Prime Minister said, "I affirm the stand that the government wants our people to return." He added the government has analysed the situation and resolved that several Thais were reluctant to leave Israel due to financial issues. And as a result, the Cabinet's decided to grant 50,000 baht in compensation, and they'll also be eligible for a 150,000 baht soft loan. And we note that the Foreign Ministry has confirmed that 32 Thais have been killed, 19 injured in the fighting, while 22 others have been captured by Hamas. and a representative of the Thai government now over in Egypt, I understand, trying to help with negotiations to release those Thai hostages. We go to the BangkokPost.com now, and billion baht gold scam misused respected firm's name, and police have busted a Chinese-led gang that used the name of a respected jewellery firm to lure people into a bogus billion baht gold investment scheme. Raids on 21 premises in Bangkok, Chon Buri and Chiang Mai over the past week have resulted in the arrests of 26 suspects, 6 of them Chinese nationals, and there were 50 suspects in the case. And police say the scammers were based in Thailand and misused the name of a well-known jewellery manufacturing company, Aurora Design, to attract their victims. According to the commissioner, the gang was run by 4 Chinese nationals and a Thai woman. The gang created a fake Facebook page in the name of Aurora Design, offering investment returns of 20 to 30%. When investors tried to withdraw their promised profits, they were blocked and all contact ceased. And police say that most of the arrested suspects denied all charges, and police impounded cryptocurrency valued around 28 million baht. And the gang had Thai proxies running 3 front companies which processed its money. According to the CIB chief, victims' money was transferred through 3 layers of Thai mule accounts into foreigner accounts. So the scams are clearly becoming more sophisticated, and it's more important than ever for you to be vigilant when you are online and making sure you avoid being trapped in one of these scams. And before we go on, a big thanks to 5 Star Marine, who have supported our program ever since the start. Now, there's this website here that you can go to and read about all the great destinations that you can travel with 5 Star Marine off the island of Phuket. But a big thumbs up and thank you to Sean and the team at 5 Star Marine. And there's also a link in the description of this video for a special deal for TNT viewers. And we go to the BangkokPost.com now, and a policy to reclassify meth pill possession wins backing. The Justice Ministry and the Office of Narcotics Control Board are backing the Public Health Ministry's move to amend its regulation to classify a person in possession of no more than 10 meth pills as a user, not a dealer. And the Deputy PM and the ONCB President said yesterday that the 10-pill limit was devised carefully by the police and the other officials. And the Public Health Ministry plans to introduce the new regulation, allowing those found in possession of 10 pills or less to be classified as addicts and users, making them eligible to receive treatment rather than being sent to jail. And to declare a suspect an addict, user or dealer, an investigation must look into their history and behaviour. And the minister said that one methamphetamine pill has around 10 to 20 milligrams of purity matter, while an intake of 50 milligrams can cause schizophrenia and 120 milligrams can lead to death. Most drug users usually take 1 to 3 meth pills per day and carry less than 10 pills with them. And he said that the Supreme Court Board had approved the addition of a drug department at the court and a new position of Vice President of the Supreme Court on drug cases. And meanwhile, the Justice Minister said that authorities will set criteria for drug dealers to be prosecuted, even those caught with only 1 pill, in an attempt to plug the legal loophole. So, more liberalisation and leniency to Thai's drug laws, slowly. We go to this story from Thailand Business News, and 493 foreign investors chose Thailand in the first 9 months of 2023. And Thailand's seen a rise in foreign investors, creating jobs and generating revenue, but the investment value dropped by 15% year on year. And a total of 493 foreign investors established businesses in Thailand in the first 9 months of 2023. 166 obtained business licenses for foreigners, and 327 obtained business certifications for foreigners. And this resulted in a cumulative investment value of around 84 billion baht and the employment of over 5,700 Thai nationals. Japan once again emerged as the leader with a total investment of nearly 23 billion baht, followed by Singaporeans with about 20 billion baht, China with 13 billion baht, Hong Kong 5.36 billion baht, and the US at just about 4 billion baht. So things are continuing to chug along for Thailand's foreign investment, just noting that the Thai baht seems to have stabilised against the US dollar over the past 2 or 3 weeks, and in fact at the moment it's just slowly going up against the US dollar. Just a sort of an ongoing fluctuation. To this story, and we go to Coconuts Bangkok, part of coconuts.co. No, you can't order a Grab rider to pick up food from another country. And that's from Grab, and it's all about this particular photo. Was it a real photo or was it staged? Let's find out. And the story says, wouldn't it be awesome to order Grab food from a neighbouring country? Well, a viral Thai TikToker's video purporting to show a Grab delivery rider flying to Singapore to buy chicken rice for a customer seems to suggest such a service exists, except it doesn't. But a spokesperson for Grab Singapore said the video was staged and they did not offer cross-border delivery services. And he said, we understand that the fictional video was created by a member of the public independently. We do not offer such a service, and the person starring as a delivery partner in the video is not registered with Grab. I'm not exactly sure how they can tell from that video, but on with the story. The video generated discussion online with many people questioning the legitimacy of the footage. Initially, Thai news reports even picked up the story and verified it as a quirky viral story prior to Grab coming forward to confirm the video was, in fact, a hoax. A hoax on the internet? I can't believe it. Now, I know Singaporeans will hate me saying this, but you can get very, very good cow man gai, that's chicken rice, here in Thailand. You don't need to go to Singapore. But I know when I was living in Singapore, there were some that used to go right out of their way to try a new chicken rice place. It just seems to be a national possession over there. Thank you very much for watching today. Hopefully you're a bit more up to date with things happening around Thailand. Just reminding you that we will be coming out around about an hour later from now on with our weekday program. About 10 a.m. I think should probably do it. We'll see how we go. But thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Big thumbs up to our sponsor, 5starmarinephuket.com, and we'll see you tomorrow.